Good morning everyone, I'm Boon. I'm here today to present the influencing factors of music performance anxiety among undergraduate music students. Background of study. As indicated by the American Psychiatric Association 2000, social fear is categorized as a pronounced and enduring apprehension of one or more forms of social or performance circumstance, which the individual is presented to new individuals. The person displays side effects of anxiety that would inflict modification or humiliation. It is more common happening in the field of music as musicians need to perform in the public frequently. Statement of problem. The goal is to find out whether personal factors and psychological factors will affect music performance anxiety among undergraduate music students. People nowadays are facing different challenges and attractions compared to previous years. The reason affecting their personal and psychology might be slightly different. Most of the research reviews were conducted in the Western countries with Western participants. Music education culture and background among Western and Asia are completely different. Besides that, study on cultural background factors only assist in sport performance anxiety. The influencing factors of parental style about music performance anxiety in Malaysia have never been studied by other researchers as well. Purpose of the study: to study the psychological factors that influence MPA among Malaysia undergraduate music students. Second, to know the personal factors that influence MPA among Malaysia's undergraduate music students. Third, to examine the cultural background and parental achievement aspects that influence MPA among Malaysia's undergraduate music students. Research question: what is the personal factors that can influence MPA among Malaysia's undergraduate music students? Second, what is the psychological factor that can influence MPA among Malaysia's undergraduate music students? Third, what is the cultural background and parental achievement aspect that can influence MPA among Malaysia's undergraduate music students? Significance of the study. From this study, issue of MPA that Malaysian music students are facing will be highlighted. Second, MPA issue will be discussed with full attention as students who are struggling with MPA. Undergraduate music students will be more confident and will not feel lost after they graduate when they know the factors of affect their MPA. The limitation of study. Age group was limited to 20 to 22 years old. Music undergraduate students who were younger and older than this age group were not included in this study. Participants were limited to classical instrument players at the Cultural Center, University of Malaya. Undergraduate music students who have experience in the public performing will be selected. There was gender selection in this study. 2 males and 4 females will be selected. Definition of terms. Music performance anxiety MPA is a kind of associated with music performance of the stability of the engrave on the edge of anxiety experience by making it clear anxiety and appear and through the emotional intelligence show the blend of physical and behavioral instruction which may happen in the performance setting range. It might happen in the scope of performance setting, yet is generally increased serious, including high self-speculation. It might be concentrated solely music performance or happen with other anxiety conditions as through a specific social anxiety that influence musicians during their life and hinder the nature of musical performance. The research enrolled 6 participants. Below are the demographic data of 6 participants in terms of gender, age, measuring instrument, music qualification, and hometown state. There are 2 males and 4 females, aged between 20 to 22 years old. There are 2 violinists, 2 cellists, and 2 pianists, and they are all with music qualification at least grade 8 of performing. And they are all come from different hometown and stage, which some of them come from urban and some of them come from rural. Methodology. The qualitative method has been used in this study and all data was collected through interviews. Semi-structured interviews are being used as a guide. Type tone and voice recorder as a backup of the interviews. The data collected will be placed according to data analysis based on 3 categories, which is personal factors, psychological factors, and cultural background and parental achievement expectation, which answer the research question and also the objective. Personal factors or participants with public performance experience is around 5 to 10 times. Those who live in urban areas with more performance chance and performance experience rather than those who live in rural areas have a poor experience propensity and it will lead to higher MPA. Perfectionists have a higher requirement for themselves. When they cannot achieve their target, they will feel more depressed and anxiety than others. In this study, 5 over 6 of the participants are perfectionists. In this study, the participants have to self-describe themselves. According from the result, we know that introverted and not confident personality will be more anxious during a public performance. However, optimistic and confident and easygoing personality will be relaxed than others during a public performance. All participants experience psychological problems such as anxious and nervous in their first ever public performance. All of the participants highlighted before their performance they will be nervous and anxious. Performance sequence will affect their preparation and will let them worry about memory lapse. During the performance, every participant faces different challenges towards performance anxiety, and it is from psychological lead to physical. Inner worrying, panic, and anxiety cause memory lapse, heartbeat fast, sweat, muscle tension, trembling, shaking hands happen. Even under the most stressful performance circumstances, half of the participants are believe they can perform well, and some of the participants worry about a bad performance is going to wreck their future. Excessive worrying characteristics will cause some of the participants unable to sleep before the performance. Most of the participants' confidence on their memorization and they think that is reliable. Only one participant is not confident on her memorization because its memory lapse happens before and it left a certain psychological shadow on her. For the event that had affected their confidence, only one participant did not experience it. However, the left of the participants experienced the event had affected their confidence. It's including such as competency, psychological shadow, and even receive negative comment from audience. Cultural background and parental achievement expectation. Participants are required to explain on their own cultural background which influence music performance anxiety. One participant mentioned in Chinese culture, competition between children are always happen in the mouth of parents. The other participants say they live in a protective culture make her become more timid and introvert. Besides that, participants who born in a culture where only focus on academic study have lack of performance experience. The enthusiasm of people around them for music. The people around them with enthusiasm with music, but some of them are indifferent. However, have an accept level higher to the music that they play, they will be more confident. Appreciate to music from family members. Some of the participants have with the appreciate from their family members. However, some of them didn't get the appreciate from their family members. Then some of them will feel very sad because without the support from their family members. Parental expectation. All of the participants' parents have certain expectations on their children. However, these expectations have give two sides to the participant, which is pleasure and motivation. Music teacher. Not all of the participants have a good music teacher. However, if the participant receive music lesson from a good teacher, where will share their experience and encourage to the participant, and it had made them more confident while they are facing any problem in aspect of music. Conclusion of the study. Music students with more performance experience will find it easier to overcome MPA. Perfectionists expect more on themselves in order to perform well, hence they might be more anxious while performing. Excessive worrying was characterized by the fact that participants will give themselves pressure and feel anxious even when those around them did not offer encouragement. Cultural background and expectation of achievement of parents as the main factors then where MPA happened. Implication of the study. It provides some influencing factors of music performance anxiety for undergraduate music students. It creates awareness for parents and teachers where their attitude and expectation will indirectly affect their children and student psychology. Undergraduate music students are recommended to pay attention to the factors that cause their performance anxiety happen the most because some performers encounter a serious type of performance anxiety in their execution. Recommendation for the future study. Most studies are encouraged to investigate the factors of performance anxiety and strategy to cope or improve their situation among music performers in Malaysia. Most studies are encouraged to use other research designs such as observation. That's all from me. Thank you.